1月17号晚，美国神韵环球艺术团在维吉尼亚州费尔法克斯市的首场演出爆满。风雪交加的天气并没有挡住观众的期盼和热情，他们都被神韵完美的艺术呈现和丰厚的精神内涵所深深触动。
It was amazing. I really liked it a lot.
The dance was so graceful and poised and so athletic. It's impressive.
It is simply beyond words. It is fantastic. The choreography, the way everything was brought together, such vision.
17号晚，虽然风雪交加，交通不畅，但乔治梅森大学艺术中心内依然大爆满，观众们深深陶醉在神韵纯善纯美的艺术飨宴中。
I want to get one of those scarves so I can walk up to the moon. I thought that was very nice.
Yeah. You were looking at the symphony, you were looking at the dancers, but yet when you look back, it was all one. It was like just perfect.
神韵演出中深邃的精神内涵，令观众感到内心强烈震撼与共鸣。
Yeah, I like the destiny part of it, that it's all destined, and I also very much like the meditation components of it as well.
The goodness of people and willing to help others, willing to reach out.
新唐人华府记者站报道。
周五晚，美国神韵环球艺术团在美国首府临近城市费尔法克斯带来了第二场演出，再度爆满。观众盛赞神韵演出呈现出中华文明的博大精深。
I like it very much. It is beautiful inside in the culture, which is so amazing, so rich, so history. I mean, it's combining everything that one great civilization was giving to the world.
It was just so different than anything I've seen previously. And one of the things I was struck by was also it flowed. It just kept moving.
神韵环球艺术团在乔治梅森大学艺术中心的演出吸引了众多主流精英，他们赞佩神韵对中华文化精髓的再现和独特的艺术表现力。
Combining the means that nowadays technique gives, but keeping the culture and the beauty from the ancient time, I think that's very impressive.
The use of the scarves to create motion that paralleled the dancers' movements, which I thought was very well done.
The Mongolians coming and you see the plane and they're with the horses, and it's the way they interpret it. You feel like you're traveling with them, which in nature.
神韵演出展现的传统价值观和丰厚内涵，令观众感受到强烈共鸣。
The song, I didn't understand obviously the Chinese, but the words to that song were beautiful, and it's what we believe too. About the Creator and about we're not here to be in this world just for us, but to be in this world to help others.
观众认为，保持开放心态，不带任何观念，才能真正领略神韵之美。
To come with the expectation, it's wrong. The proper way is simply to come, to sit, and to enjoy it.
新唐人华府记者站报道。
周末，美国神韵环球艺术团在维吉尼亚州费尔法克斯市的演出全部售罄，一票难求。观众在赞佩神韵完美艺术的同时，也感受到中国一词的深刻内涵，并赞佩修炼人对正信的坚守。
Oh, it was wonderful. I never saw anything like it before, and understanding the thousands of years of culture is amazing.
I absolutely loved it. It was beyond inspiring. The way that all of the dancers were just so on point with their timing and grace.
It was wonderful. I really enjoyed it. There's a lot of culture and tradition. And there was also some comedic relief too, so that was very nice.
看到神韵艺术家为复兴5000年神传文化做出的努力，观众深表赞佩，并对中国一词的内涵有了更深理解。
They had called themselves the Middle Kingdom, from heaven and earth, and they're in the middle. So I always found that very interesting, and so the performances kind of demonstrated that belief. as well as some of the other traditional beliefs of Chinese culture. So it was very enjoyable.
很多观众表示，最令他们感动的节目就是表现一位善良少女面对无辜迫害、坚守信仰、受到神佛护佑的故事。
She didn't lose her faith. She remained strong in her faith, and I think that's a lesson for all of us.
The performance, and especially the singers, they gave the true message, which is very, very important. It's important for all of us here in the United States to know even more about what's happening in China.
I would highly recommend it. Not only is it a very elegant, beautiful, musically moving performance, but also has a lot of important messages.
新唐人华府记者站报道。
I really appreciate the fact that it's a full orchestra. I miss that when I see the local Nutcracker, which I adore very much, but they don't have an orchestra anymore, so that's something to appreciate. And I really like the East meets West ideas.
歌唱家辛西亚 Elkins 毕业于美国顶尖的约翰霍普金斯大学皮巴蒂音乐学院，获得声乐表演硕士，拥有自己的音乐室。他非常喜爱神韵，尤其是男演员表演的民族民间舞。
I was mesmerized with the older man and the younger men in the cafe and the twirling of the napkins, and I just thought that was a dynamic that was unexpected and delightful.
林西范治女士目前是马纳萨斯芭蕾舞团专业舞蹈演员，观赏神韵让她感到大开眼界。
It was beautiful. It was very impressive. I loved all of the dancing. It was gorgeous, and all the costumes were amazing, and how they used the costumes to incorporate their dancing was so cool and beautiful.
神韵纯善纯美的演出带给艺术家丰富的感受与启迪。
They were all really expressing their joy for dancing, and so I think that was an inspiration to me to just use that more in my own dancing and just really enjoy it and do it the best I can.
For me, it hits many aspects. It's not just a dramatic or musical evening. It's sort of an experience.
新唐人华府记者站报道。
It's amazing. It's a beautiful blend of tradition with technology, so it's captivating.
I loved the combination of very beautiful, graceful numbers and also very funny numbers in between too. So the dancers are so talented. I loved the sets as well. It was beautiful.
I absolutely love the colors and the music, and my favorite part, of course, was how the dancers interact with the background.
观赏神韵演出如同畅游在5000年古老文化之中，令维州观众感到美不胜收。
Another thing I really loved about the show is, kind of learned about the history of China and their tradition and what they're facing today. So it was educational and entertaining.
A lot of beautiful spiritual dimensions to it, both the singers and also the stories as well. What comes to mind is where there was a mention of the ancient belief that we came from heaven and can go back there again, and that's what I believe too.
观众尤其赞赏神韵演出中传递的信仰自由的信息。
Especially with that last performance, with the vision of Karl Marx and the breaking of communism, that they could definitely be free to express themselves.
Good always wins the evil. I'm from Latvia, so I've been through communism, same as China as well. So the communism comes to an end and a good wins.
新唐人华府记者站报道。
首先来关注神韵全球巡回演出的消息。神韵环球艺术团在维州费尔法克斯市连续5场演出，场场爆满，在当地主流社会掀起一股神韵热。观众赞叹神韵是艺术杰作，并体会到修炼是令艺术家造诣提升的根本。
I like the synchronization, I like the stories, I like the preservation of the culture, and it's just a marvelous experience all the way around.
When there was the very large display of color and spinning, it was just beautiful to watch. It was like watching a garden.
It was magical. It was beautiful, very elegant, a masterpiece for sure.
观赏神韵演出后，各界观众纷纷赞叹艺术家们才华横溢，并体会到修炼是令他们艺术升华的根本。
It's one in very many that have that kind of talent. It can move in that manner, and they're just so elegant.
I liked how they meditate together. I read that in the program.
and how that enriches their ability to bring the art form through them. The spiritual aspect of life drives the art and the creativity. It's quite beautiful.
神韵演出中展现的传统价值观和精神内涵，令观众感到心灵震撼与共鸣。
I'm glad that they put across that message because that's important for every person, that to have that relationship with their higher power and their creator. And it's beautiful that they did that through art and dance.
I thought it was very touching, and especially how they showed the difference between the culture and the current world at the end. I think there's common values in all religions and all cultures. You know, the belief in the Almighty and the difference between good and evil, which came across in a lot of the skits.
新唐人华府记者站报道。